So this week, the FBI finally arrested the Jan 6th pipe bomb suspect who left 2 bombs outside the DNC and RNC headquarters the day before. He's 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr. of Virginia. Let's go to Jake Tapper for the lowdown.
Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburb. We do have new photographs, as you saw during that presentation from Brian, new photographs of the suspect.
Well, that's a shade of white I've never seen before. Maybe he borrowed some shoe polish from Jimmy Kimmel.
Damn! Fuck!
Black and I'm black. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black and you're black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black and you're black and I'm black, y'all.
You cannot make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. It writes itself. The stories, I don't gotta work super hard on trying to like create any narratives. The stories just write themselves for me because stupid people doing stupid things. The fake news is literally upset that a black man that they called a white pipe bomber, that is a black man instead of a white man.
You believe what he says?
No, maybe he put a bomb at the DNC because he believed the Democrats stole the election because Republicans and conspiracy theorists pushed that, and he put the bomb at the RNC because the vice president, who was about to be sworn in, was going to ride by that area. There are many scenarios that the prosecution will have to play out this case. But I'm gonna say the thing out loud that I think everyone is not saying and is actually surprised, and why I think Janine Pirro is actually saying it. I think the fact that this man is a black man is surprising to people. I think people thought this was going to be a white man that did this. They were going to be able to say he was a part of the progressive left. And the fact that it's a black man that is saying, I too was susceptible to conspiracy theorists that the president and conservative podcasters were pushing that this election was stolen is a fact that they were not expecting, and now everyone is on their heels and they're trying to spin it. And I think that might be also why you think, let's not believe his actual story right now.
Like
he's trying to get both
certainly
sides.
Possible.
I mean, so
Well, Cole's arrest would have destroyed the narrative that Jan 6 was a white supremacist movement. Remember, here's what Biden and his cronies in Congress had to say about that.
In the violent, deadly insurrection on the Capitol 9 months ago, it was about white supremacy in my opinion.
This lady's mad as hell. She's coping like, oh, they fell for the MAGA lies. Like, these people are dumb. What it really is they want to be able to say that white people are the ones who are deranged, and they're the school shooters, and they're the ones who commit mass violence. They don't want to say, other people can do it too. And even when other people like black folks do it, then they just blame it on MAGA. And it's MAGA's fault. MAGA is not only driving white people to be crazy and white supremacists and KKK members, MAGA's driving black people to be white supremacists and KKK members and commit mass slaughters. That's what these dummies are saying. It is just ridiculous. This woman, Charlemagne, was talking with Stephanie Ruhle the other day, and this lady was trying to push back on the fact that MSDNC is biased.
That's why I think it's broadly known, and that's why I go back to you should trust the media that earns your trust, because
Yes.
to Andrew's point, it's like everybody is serving their audience. You know what you're going to get when you tune into Fox News. You know what you're going to get when you tune into CNN. You know what you're going to get when you tune into MSNBC. And the reason voices like the Shapiros and the Favreaus have, grown is because...
and broken through
is because they're hearing something that they don't normally hear on those legacy media outlets.
But that's an assumption. Just even saying, you know what you're going to get listening to here.
There's a black man talking.
Well, guess
But
what?
you just interrupted a woman.
Yeah.
Damn it,
There
Charlemagne.
you go. In this scenario,
I just got
you're the
Uber
only
first.
one. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Sorry,
But
continue,
Charlemagne,
Stephanie.
that only continues that narrative that you know what you're going to get here, you know what you're going to get there. I challenge that. You don't.
Oh, that's not true. I know exactly what I'm gonna get when I turn on Fox News. I know exactly what angle they're gonna come with. If I turn on MSNBC, I know I'm getting a left angle. I know.
Are you shocked when you turn on MSNBC? Or are you like, oh my God, I didn't see this tape coming?
Then I invite you to watch my show any night of the week.
This is something that others who work at the network have admitted before. They've said, we know a lot of you. I remember Jen Psaki was reporting on the election night that, we know a lot of you are probably upset by these results right now. Why would you say that if you don't know that your audience is left-leaning?
Jen Psaki is telling the truth for a change on why MSNBC is just an echo chamber for the left.
There's obviously a rooted value in the kind of like that MSNBC viewers expect of like, we're going to talk about the opposition and we're also going to talk about Trump, and it's typically not going to be positive. I don't think anybody watching expects it to be positive, right?
Jen Psaki admits it. You mean the former White House press secretary for Sleepy Joe during, back in the day during part of the pandemic, this woman who used to lie every day gets on MSNBC and actually tells the truth. Yeah, we do lean left. But Stephanie Ruhle is such a propagandist. Don't be fooled for a second here, guys. Don't think, oh, these people are just in an echo chamber. They just don't know. No, they know. She knows. Stephanie Ruhle is not dumb enough. She is dumb, but she's not dumb enough to not know that they're left-leaning on MSDNC or MS Now, whatever the hell they're calling this network now, because the NBC didn't want them because they were failing. She knows that they're left-leaning, but she doesn't want other people to know. This is why I don't have any respect. This is why nobody likes them. This is why people even go as far as to hate them. Charlemagne was trying to say, hey, just be honest with people. Just be authentic with people. He's got the right message. Believe it. It's crazy because I don't think he's like the sharpest, tool in the shed, but this guy actually knows common sense, right? That's one thing I'll give him is common sense. He understands. And common sense will tell anybody, hey, you can't just get on here and be a stupid propagandist lying piece of garbage and just expect people to just believe everything that you're saying, especially when it's extremely obvious that you're lying to them. Case in point, Sleepy Joe Biden. Okay, this guy's a fossil and they lied about that. Everybody knew that, and yet they did it anyway. Some people are still doing it. People don't want to take accountability for the fact that they did it. They want to blame other people. Fake Tapper tried to blame other people, and plenty of others tried to blame other people. Jim Acosta, that one dude from MSNBC back in the day, I forget his name, but he worked there for like forever. And he was a propagandist too. He like crashed out on, I think, Piers Morgan or something, saying he won't accept responsibility for this. And it's like, my guy, yeah, that's one of people's biggest problems in this world is not accepting responsibility for their own actions. If you know that you were a lying sack of dog crap, then just admit it. Be like, you know what? I like Democrats. I didn't want Trump to win. I did what I had to do. Be honest. People know, like, trying not to admit it is not going to help save you. If they could, they would shut all of us down. They would Thanos snap us out of existence. But it's too bad for them that they can't do it. And even if they did, the fact is that the news that they're spreading, people just don't believe. So even if we were gone, the damage that they did to themselves is still too great. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching a Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Do you support this pardon of the former Honduran president?
I'm not familiar with the facts or circumstances, but I think what's telling here is to try to imply that somehow President Trump is soft on drug smuggling.
What do you mean you're not familiar with the facts and circumstances of the pardon? It's been well reported all across the country. He's the former president of Honduras. He was convicted of conspiring to bring in 400 tons of cocaine.
Well, I'm curious about your pushback on that particular point. With your previous guest, you had zero pushback because he's giving the Democrat talking points like you spew every single week, which is probably why your ratings are so bad.